I am sorry for some linguistic errors presented in this video. Also, my accent is very good, thank you. Okay, so I think I need to give you some context before we begin. So I've been planning on making a mod pack inspired from Aerocraft, and recently I began searching for some mods that are like must-have in this mod pack. And this it all began when I found out about a burnt mod, which literally like revamps the burning system in Minecraft. And I like obviously wanted to include this in my mod pack, but it was incompatible with dynamic trees mod, which obviously I also need to include in my mod pack. And that led me to an idea of maybe making an add-on for compatibility between these two mods, which I have done in like a couple of weeks. Have published it, but like in a week after I published my add-on, the original creator of Burnt Mod created his own add-on, which made this compatibility, and obviously for me it was unreasonable to continue on developing my add-on. And so from that time, it was like a couple weeks ago, I I've been left with this idea of making some compatibility add-on, add-on for one of the mods that I will be including in my mod pack. And I just decided to go around and look for maybe some interesting mods that don't have something that I would like them to have. And so this research led me to find out about literally a hidden gem inside the modding space, because like everybody knows about first aid mod, which literally splits your health in different limbs, and if you break your arm, you can break your leg. If you break your head, you die instantly, which is basically one of the fundamental mods of Aerocraft. And I wanted to find some mod that is like first aid, but maybe add some more functionality, some more interesting, hard, maybe different things. And I literally found a mod that has like 3,000 or something like this amount of downloads on CourseForge and Modrinth, but it by the quality and by the additional ideas, this mod way fuck by the quality and by the amount of new ideas, this mod way better than first aid and than the others like popular mods like this, like maybe I guess how is it called, legendary survival overhaul. This mod is called Way New Health, and I will just briefly show you what it is capable of. So this is its menu of your limbs and your HP. As you can see, it is pretty much like first aid, but first thing that it adds by itself is the different damage types. So as you can see, I got damaged, and this is the icon that corresponds to, I would see it here, mechanical damage type. There is also freeze, fire, sharp. For example, when you get shot by a skeleton, you got sharp damage type, and many more. And as you can see, as you can already see, this Way New Health has pre-built some medical stuff, but it is very few, very little amount for me. And as you can also see, the different you can make different medical items to heal different wounds, different damage types, in different amounts, and also in different time of applying it. So as you can see, this is 3 seconds. This one is also go fuck it. So another thing that this mod adds, and which is much more interesting to see, this is the bleeding effect. So if I get a lot of damage on one of my limb at once, so like as you saw, I guess I got like 2.5 damage, if I understand it correctly. And if I get like a lot of damage, I have a chance to obtain bleeding for some time on this particular limb. And this bleeding not only corresponds to the damage type I got, and I cannot and I can make my own medical items that heal the particular bleeding based on the damage type it was made by. But the main thing about bleeding is that it increases your blood loss, which can be set up in the mode settings to heal automatically or heal by hunger. But the main thing is that if this blood loss will reach 100%, you will just die. You'll like no matter what wounds you have, no matter how bad you are, you just die instantly. But as you see, it does not have a lot of different medical items. And on top of that, I have my own ideas of implementing some medical mechanics into the game. So this is where my idea can be. Shut the fuck up. And so this is where I can really play around a little bit. And so this is where also begins the story of my add-on, which is called Way New Medicine. And now I will basically just tell you about everything I managed to do so far. And basically just teach you a theory of my two different types. Да ёб твою мать, твоя мама шлюха, что ли? Yeah, so basically for me, the medical items are getting split into two different main parts, two different main types. First type is mainly composed of vanilla items because, and basically what it does is that it heals you in a way that you do not know which particular limb will get healed. So if I, for example, take damage, I have two limbs a little bit hurt, and I will drink, for example, this healing potion. It will heal only one of my limb, and I cannot choose like I want to. Yo, I forgot to turn off the music. So yeah, I cannot choose whether I want to heal my right leg or my left leg or whatever else I get damaged. And this is basically what describes this first type of medical items, because they heal some of your limbs decided by the program, decided by randomness. But not really randomness in case of the original when you health mod, because as I saw in the code, it implements it not really randomly decides what to heal. But for example, this hidden soup, and as you can see, it has a very good texture. It is obviously a placeholder because I cannot draw good, so I just hope that by the time I decide to publish this mod, someone will help me with the textures. But basically, hidden soup is the analog of a corresponding item in Aerocraft. I remember there was something like a healing mixture or healing stew that you could eat different times, and each time you eat it, it heals one of your limbs. And as you can see, you can eat it 6 times. Another thing I implemented on top of the original Way New Health mod is the regeneration by sleeping, because the original mod didn't have it. Didn't what? How to suka say? So if I make the time night and try to sleep, as you can see, I have no. Okay, I need to damage myself a little bit more. As you can see, I have blood, 50% of blood loss. I have my left leg damaged, my right leg damaged, and if I sleep now, I will first of all I will get healed 30% of my damaged part. And as you can see, because my damaged limbs were almost full by HP, I healed them fully. And I also heal 50% of my blood loss. So this is the mechanic, but also if I, for example, destroy one of my limbs totally, like if I will destroy these two limbs, and as you can see, I have two limbs fully destroyed and my torso a little bit damaged. In this case, if I sleep, this should theoretically heal my limbs, but not heal torso, because I have my limbs fully destroyed, and this logically, like thinking, full regeneration during this night will go into my limbs and they will be healed on 50% of their HP, and instead torso did not receive any healing, and blood loss once again healed by 50% of its amount. Okay, so this was the first type. As I'll repeat, the healing items that heal you randomly, and the second type is healing items that you decide what to heal, and they will heal you that part of your body. First of all is the patch. In the original like first aid mod or other mods that add medical items, patch was just like bandage but a little bit weaker. I made it in another way, so the patch cannot be used to heal anything. So as you can see, I bring it and I cannot heal it. In the description it says that it only removes bleeding of mechanical type. So if I will get a lot of damage of mechanical, fuck. So if I get a blood this bleeding effect on one of my limbs, I can use patch to fully like remove it from this limb, but it only works for mechanical type bleeding. It cannot remove a bleeding if it was made by for example a sword attack or an arrow attack or like any other except for mechanical. There is also a new mechanic for the torch. So as you saw in the movies, when character has like a wound that it keeps bleeding, they like may using some hot item burn it to remove bleeding. And of course, movies always tell truth, and that's why my mouse is lost its power. Yeah, блядь. So that's why I decided to implement a mechanic like that in Minecraft. So if I for example, have here a bleeding effect, I can use torch to remove bleeding, but instead I remove bleeding, but I get 1 damage of fire type. So this is like a drawback. Removes bleeding of mechanical and sharp types, but deals 1 damage of fire type. It is the new mechanic of the torch. And now we get to the bandages. The first bandage is just the regular bandage with a bellissimo, pretty, very good texture. And the bandage mechanic is also a new one. So the bandage in the original, like in every mod practically, the bandage when you apply it, it just restores some amount of your health. But I am not such a good developer to just allow players to easily restore their health. So instead, in my mod, when you apply bandage, as you can understand already, the this mod removes obviously the natural regeneration from hunger. So if I have full hunger bar and I am damaged, the hunger will not restore my health. But if I apply bandage on one of my limbs, on one of my damage types, it applies for 30 seconds a bandaged effect on that limb. And what bandaged effect does, it basically returns this natural regeneration from hunger to particularly this particular damage type on this limb for 30 seconds. So I can regenerate my limb if I will eat and not for free as in other mods. So I ate, and now I will furry. No, bandaged effect gone. Uh, if I will fucking give myself this bandage once more to read the description, блять. Yeah, so bandage enables natural regeneration, can be used on mechanical and fire damage types, and duration is 30 seconds. As you can see, this bandage cannot be used for example, sharp types, and for this, you will need to create a upgraded version of this bandage, which, as you can see, has this needle perfectly applied in Photoshop for 10 seconds on top of this bandage image. And this is called Bandage Pro. And what Bandage Pro does is, first of all, these bandages can stack up to 16. Bandage Pro cannot be stacked, but it can be applied to a limb. It has a slightly bigger duration of applial, and it has 3 durability, and it is applied for 1 minute for mechanical, fire, and sharp types. But it does not stop there, because instead of just crafting manually after this bandage breaks a new one, you can repair it like a bundle using strings. Just right clicking on the string in your inventory will repair one durability of this bandage. So you can basically use it infinitely if you will just have enough strings. The recipes of these items, by the way, are not done yet. I don't know. I will work on it later. And the last thing is this plantain leaf, which I guess every grandma said that it has some healing abilities. So I decided to make this true. And not only it has some healing abilities, but it... Wait, no, it is... I forgot to add the support for sharp damage types to this, because I wanted to have the support for 3 damage types, but it can be applied to any limb. The duration of applial is 1 second, but it does not heals you. Yes, I forgot to say this. I forgot this to say it. So if you have a bleeding, uh, fuck, how much I need to sacrifice myself here. If you have a bleeding and you apply a bandage on the limb, it will also, on top of applying the effect, it will also remove bleeding. But if you having this effect on your limb, if you will get another time bleeding, this bleeding will remove instead this effect. So when you heal, you need to not get any damage. It would be better for you. But this leaf instead does not remove bleeding. I'm too lazy to now show in this. I will just kill myself. So another thing is, as I showed you earlier, this potion of instant health, of regeneration. It all applies to limbs randomly, and you cannot decide which limb will heal one particular potion. Instead, you will be able with this mod to craft an injections of instant health and instant and regeneration, which will be... Fuck, I don't have... Нет, блядь, да я не хочу эту хуйню. Okay, I can... just to show you, I can apply leaf to these limbs, and it will not remove the bleeding, but it will still add the bandage effect. And I also had their patch to remove it, but it removed by itself. Okay, so I can apply instant health injection to instantly heal one of the limbs for 4 HP, and I get an empty ejection back. It doesn't have a properly rendered name, but it's okay. And another thing I can apply is regeneration injection, which for now is a little bit OP. I can apply it to any limb, and I will get the regeneration effect for 1 minute, which will over time regenerate me half a heart of HP. And I now get the blood loss to show you that I will soon die, because this blood loss does not regenerate. I'm dead. Yeah. And the last thing I have here right now done is the pocket knife. So what pocket knife does is, if I get some damage, I can myself to get bleeding effect. You may think why is it so important, but I plan on adding in the same way as I added the regeneration, the local regeneration effect on a particular limb. I plan on maybe adding poison, local poison effects. So, for example, if you get bitten by some poisonous mob, you may get a poison effect on your torso or on your arm, and to get rid of this poison effect you will need to use a knife. And of course I also planning on expanding the bandages, adding some better bandages, some support for other healing damage types, because as you can see there are like a lot, and I for now I get the support of only mechanical, fire and sharp, and there is also freeze, explosion, magic. Also there is damage type from starvation, from breathing, and so on. So yeah, I guess this is all for the first video on this. And